Game over, man. It's game over.
So, once again, we are playing games poorly.
Yes, we are.
So, Joe actually, I had a little birthday, and Joe got me DuckTales for my birthday. And I'm pretty excited to get playing this. I've never owned this game either, so this is completely brand new territory for me.
Yeah, this is one of my favorites of the Disney Capcoms. Great music. You get that level select like you do in Mega Man, being a Capcom title. It's kind of par for the course. This is an exceptionally hard game, and the fact that we playing games poorly, it was almost a shoo-in because it's such a great game. The music's great, but it's such a hard game.
Definitely the mechanics of it took a lot getting used to. Trying to use that cane is so hard.
Yeah.
I did not realize how hard this would be. I thought I could probably pick this up and play it. Because some of the other Disney Capcom games I've kind of been able to do that with, but this was not one of them.
No, because there's multiple mechanics that you can do. You can bounce on the cane, you can use the cane like a golf club to then knock it, but it's always the same buttons because there's a jump button.
Yeah, it's like the buttons in motion, too. That was a hard
Right.
thing to try and get at.
Right, you almost had to use a directional pad and the action button versus, being able just to click a button and then it swings the cane. Like, you have to...
I'd be interested to play this with maybe a different controller, like maybe the NES Max controller might help a little bit for something like this game, just to get a little more fluid motion to it.
Agreed. I think you definitely need that with this game because we're trying to bounce on the cane and it's like, how do you do it again? How do you do it again?
Yeah, no instruction booklets on this too is also kind of tough to throw that in.
Yeah.
So it was a lot of really figuring out mechanics. I think overall the mechanics weren't so bad that with given actual practice and not trying to play this cold like we did, I probably would have been able to pick it up.
Yeah, I mean, we started to get a little better as the video progressed, but at the same time, we were just trying to figure it out.
Yeah. So it was fun though. I mean, we didn't get very far in each.
No, but the nice thing about this one versus, say, Castlevania was that we were able to select the level so you could get a sampling of each one, regardless of how far we got in the previous one.
Yeah, I do like a little bit more of the linear games like your Castlevania, though. This one didn't have infinite continues.
It did not, but that also gave us an opportunity to try out.
Try out some different stuff. I like that it's a little bit of like I like both styles of games. It's definitely a very, very Capcom feeling game.
Well, that's what I like about it. I've always been a huge fan of Capcom games. I've always been a huge fan of Mega Man, and I like that because Disney and Capcom did the collab that you get that.
Do you remember watching DuckTales as a kid?
I do. I love...
Like, vividly? I don't know if I remember it, like, vividly.
No, obviously, we remember our childhood, but at the same time...
I remember watching DuckTales, but I don't know if I could tell you what a single episode was about.
Oh, no. No, the episodes made no sense whatsoever, but they were really entertaining as children. Like, looking back, if we watched them
I remember
as
there
adults,
was a robot guy who ended up appearing in, like, Darkwing Duck at some point.
Yeah, and Launchpad McQuack,
Was Launchpad the robot guy?
No.
Didn't he, like, become a robot guy?
No, he was... Well, there was an alter ego. There was one of the superhero villain type of things, and what happened was all of the ducks were in this universe, and DuckTales, and
Darkwing Duck.
and then you get essences of Tailspin. You get
So hang on a second, because I know Tailspin wasn't in the same universe as what DuckTales and Darkwing Duck and DuckTales shared a universe.
It was the Jungle Book. Was Tailspin?
Sorta. I mean, they both had a bear named Baloo, but that was about it. I don't remember Baloo the bear from Jungle Book flying a plane ever.
No, but I'm saying it was pulled from, and it was essence of, and it was borrowed from, and
so Disney they owned the afternoons for a little bit, and they had this little lineup where it was DuckTales and Darkwing Duck and Rescue Rangers and Tailspin was like the Disney afternoon. And all the cartoons were very, very popular. And all of the cartoons ended up getting Capcom games.
They did.
As a result of this sheer popularity. Like, it was the shut up and take my money of Disney in the 90s. As opposed to now, so just all Marvel.
Well, Matt and I did a live stream of it. You can check that out on our live stream tab with Chip and Dale's Rescue Rangers. So if you want to check out that video.
So that's the other another Marvel Capcom game. I have that one. I don't have Tailspin and Darkwing Duck. Those are the other two that I haven't really played. Short of like the sequel. There are sequels to all these games. Are all very, very pricey. I don't know if the sequels would be worth.
Well, Disney Capcom, but yeah, now Disney owns Marvel, so they are kind of Marvel Capcom games now.
Yeah, Marvel Capcom.
Yeah. So Disney owns everything; they own the world. But yeah, what I liked about this was, the fact that you're Scrooge McDuck. The super rich guy actually, gets off his duff and actually tries to, save the day. And the whole point of this game, this point system, is based on money, like how rich you get in this game, which is so Scrooge McDuck with everything.
That's cool. So you also have to. I don't remember the daughter, because that's definitely the daughter.
Well, they were cousins.
Cousins.
They were all cousins because it was Huey, Dewey, and Louie. And
who was the little one? The daughter, the girl. I'm going to say daughter, but who's the girl?
I can never remember her.
I don't remember the girl.
Yeah, this is our childhood. We only remember the parts that we choose to remember.
No, I don't know if I ever even watched it that far, to be honest with you.
Oh no, she was totally in there. I just cannot for the life of me remember the
Daisy?
That sounds right. Let's go with that.
Yeah.
Short of fact checking, we're gonna say her name was Daisy.
We don't. You'll hear on my podcast. We don't fact checks ever.
No.
But yeah, I was. This game was pretty fun. How do you think it compares to the other Marvel Capcom games? Or we keep saying Marvel Capcom because I've been on the hunt for Marvel versus Capcom. So just whenever I think of Capcom and something else, I'm adding Marvel into there not because of the Disney ownership, but just because like it's been on my brain. So I'm apologizing right now. Disney Capcom games.
Yeah. Well, like I said, there was a whole bunch of the Disney Capcom games. There was a couple with one was Mickey Mousecapade, so you had Mickey and Minnie, obviously the flagships of Disney. They had one where you were in the theme park itself. There was Chip and Dale's Rescue Rangers, Darkwing Duck. There was Tailspin. They're 1 and 2. DuckTales 1 and 2. The Little Mermaid got a game based off of the movie.
The Little Mermaid one is fun.
Loosely based off of the movie, I should say, but.
Well, Little Mermaid one is fun. I liked playing that one. That one's got pretty decent mechanics to it. The graphics aren't quite as good as what this game is.
No, but I definitely like the music, and I definitely like the theme. The underwater theme was a lot of fun because you didn't move.
It's probably one of the better swimming games that I've ever played.
And that's what I was saying is you get to swim. You're not really walking or jumping. You move fluidly, pun very much intended, through the game, and it's and you encounter. Here's me trying to use the cane because you can bounce across it, but you're
supposed to bounce across it,
right? But because I was so janky with the mechanic that I couldn't get it, and you wound up just dying. So we tried out each of the levels. When we get to the mines, you see here, we're like, oh, let's go through this level, and then you get over this first section, which I had to keep remembering how to use the cane. You get to...
you immediately have to go back to Transylvania.
Because you need a key that's in this part, so you don't even get to see that one until you've beaten
that's the only one that has a linear part to it. That I didn't really care for.
Right. I'm the same way with that.
It's... A lot of these Capcom games are very much like this, where you kind of get to choose your own adventure, which is pretty fun. Konami had one that was also very difficult that you could kind of do, which was Bucky O'Hare, that you could choose your own way to kind of go to.
Yeah, and I feel like we could deal with that animal. I'm just riddled with bad puns tonight. When we'll touch on Bucky O'Hare in a future.
Duck that.
Yeah. no, I liked Bucky O'Hare. I liked, Konami, being different than Capcom. It was, they were the...
Have you ever played the sequel to DuckTales?
I've played it on an emulator. I don't own it. It's very expensive.
Yeah.
So the actual cards are expensive.
Is the gameplay the same, though?
It's essentially the same thing. You get, obviously different levels.
I know it's like one of the super sought-after games, and it's a big one for collectors, partly because of how pricey it is. How I feel a lot of the times with some of these pricier games is I don't know if they're worth it.
It's just because it's rare. Like, a lot of them...
I have a copy of Die Hard. That game is garbage.
Yeah. but the reason why some of these games are worth so much and are sought after is because the limited production run that they were, because a lot of them were toward the end of, or toward the end of the 89, 90 range when you had Super Nintendo coming out in 91. So these games didn't have the same limelight as the other ones, so it was, they were just so limited.
And I get the limited part to it, but some of it still, if you're a collector, I think the first thing is, what are you collecting for? Are you trying to get it because it's fun, or are you trying to get it because you're trying to get every single Nintendo cartridge? If you're trying to get every Nintendo cartridge, then definitely go for it. If you're trying to play it because you just want to play the game, I don't know if DuckTales 2 is worth it.
It's not. It's definitely, like I said, it's one of those collector's items where it's cool to have. And
or Rescue Rangers 2. Like, just play the first one. If you really want to play one of these games, don't go out and get the expensive ones. Play these. These are relatively inexpensive.
Yeah,
most copies are going to be like $15 to $20.
Yeah, the sequels were definitely much more expensive for the same reason that they all came out at the end of the NES lifetime, whereas like these ones were early to mid, and they're great games. They're, like I said, don't get me wrong, they are great games.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, this is the first time. It's the whole point of the show, but this is the first time that we're trying to go through this game and really find our way about it, because you're not always going to see... I don't always want to see the best of how something is, because it always usually makes it look very easy.
Yeah.
And these games took time, and that's kind of the point, is this took time. You can see we do progress a little bit on being able to use some of the mechanics, and this is in the first 20 minutes of playing this game. So 20 minutes into it, you're going to feel a lot better than you are getting into it. So don't get discouraged trying to play this game.
It's a learn as you go.
Yeah. Like a lot of Nintendo games.
Yeah. So here we died again. We're back to the intro screen. So we're gonna try the snow level now, which I really like the snow level. I think it's fun.
This was snow? I thought this was clouds.
No, this is you're in the.
I thought it was just Airman, but with a duck.
No, this is
because ducks can fly. They can get up to clouds. I'm pretty sure this is clouds.
No, this is snow. I swear to you, this is snow. Like, watch.
No, because isn't it called like the Antarctic or something? I don't. Maybe I wasn't paying attention to the name.
You weren't paying attention.
It just reminds me of the any puffy cloud here.
But it's fluffy snow because you got the snow bunnies, and as we go, I'll show you the
sky rabbits.
No, they're goats, flying goats, right? You're in the mountains. There's snow in the mountains. Okay, this is a mountainous level. I promise you. But these goats, I tried to avoid them. I'm like, oh no, they're leading off at me. I need to avoid them. And they just kept jumping toward me, and you always get hit by them. It is the worst thing ever.
Yeah, those are tough to get by.
It really was. Like, I don't remember getting very far in this level just because the damn goats kept killing me. Like those damn frogs in Castlevania. Terrible.
I think it could be fun, though.
Oh, no, like I said, I love this game. I just, like I said, picking it up after so many years.
Of the Marvel Capcom games, what's your favorite? Or, same Marvel. Of the Disney Capcom games, what's your favorite?
Like I said, I'm a huge fan of The Little Mermaid just because I like the gameplay. I like the swimming.
Okay, what's your least favorite out of them?
Probably this one. Just because it...
Really?
Yes, just because, like I said, I want...
Not Mickey's Magic Castle?
No, because I actually, when you play through that one enough, you really get good at that one. I cannot...
That's just like a bunch of mini games.
But I still like...
Or is it... What is it? Enchanted Castle?
The Enchanted Castle. That's it. But that one there... Oh, there's Launchpad Quack. So he's, in both of the universe, and you can use him to go back to the main screen if you want to try a different level. But yeah, I wasn't really crazy about this one because like I said, the learning curve is really hard, and you get 2 buttons, and you have to use the cane 3 different ways, and that's ice, by the way. So you are
you're sliding a little bit.
Sliding on the ice. So, I like them all for different reasons, but I definitely have my favorites. I mean, what was your favorite one? What did you like the most?
I probably like Little Mermaid the most. I like Rescue Rangers a lot too.
That one's probably my second favorite game.
Because that had some different game mechanics that I really enjoyed when you're trying to actually use both Chip and Dale in it.
Yeah, because that one's a co-op, and I like, and again, watch our when Matt and I did our live stream of that one. It's a lot of fun, and you can work together. You can accidentally kill each other, which is always
I also like what's the one with the pirate ship? Mickey Mouse Adventure.
Yeah, like I said,
that one's really good.
Yeah, but
that one's actually really really fun.
Yeah, because you get to go through the different rides as if you were at Disney.
But the one that I don't like is whatever the one that's just the castle and you're actually attending like Disney World.
But that was the same game. You were just experiencing.
No. The one with Mickey Mouse on the cover in the pirate ship.
Oh, that's
Mickey's Madness?
That's Mickey Mousecapade, because you and Minnie have to go around and you have to work together.
Mickey Mousecapade. I like that one a lot.
Yeah, because that one.
The one where you go around and just play the mini games is the one that I don't like.
Yeah,
that's really dumb.
Right, that one's the it's basically you're a kid that goes around to the theme park and you try out the different rides. Which, like I said, it has a draw, but at the same time, it's really hard because
it's really boring.
Well, there's a lot of RNG. Oh, so this is to digress. This is like the only boss that we got to in our playthrough, and I died immediately.
Yeah, not quite the bats in Castlevania, but we had a little more trouble.
We did have trouble. So
we're entering the final stage in this, and by final I mean the final one that we play, not like. You can do them in any order, so it's not the last one. You're not going to see a final boss or anything like that. This is just, of the ones that you can start with, this is the last one on the list.
This is the moon. This music in this is regarded as one of, if not the best, Disney Capcom theme. You will find this on just about every YouTuber's top 10 NES music. It usually isn't number 1, but it's always on their top 10, and if it's not there, then it's just wrong.
This was hard as hell. I was playing this part.
Yeah.
And I kept hitting the spikes.
Yeah, this is a very hard level.
I don't know how to get past those spikes.
Yeah. I was never a crazy fan of the game, but the game music, like every Capcom game, is just amazing. And, I mean, I can't say enough about this theme. It's my favorite music in the game, and I will...
Yeah, definitely the best music in the game. I think a lot of the times the space level usually has some of the best music. It's usually some sort of technically rock thing that they go for.
Because when I play this game, I usually start with this one just so I can reminisce with the music, and I could be dying horribly, and instead of getting upset, I just listen to the music and smile, because it's such good music.
Yeah, I mean, overall, this is a pretty fun game. I definitely want to try and work at it and maybe have a video where I play it well, but that would not be the show.
That would not be the show.
That would be a different video for a different day. But this is fun. I think it's worth checking out. It's definitely, the music in it's really good. If you're a fan of DuckTales, or you just want to kind of reminisce about DuckTales, or if you like Capcom games and you're looking for other ones, the Disney ones are the ones to definitely be checking out. Those are always really, really fun games. They're
really fun. Most of them are fairly inexpensive. Like I said, if you go with the sequels, you're going to be paying for a novelty at that point.
Just if you want to check them out, like I said, most of them are probably between $15 and $20. They're not very expensive. No. To have any of the Disney Capcom ones,
and they're definitely worth picking up. In our personal and professional opinion of these games, is the Disney Capcoms as a series is definitely one to go after.
Yeah, because this is your kind of one of your series that you're trying to catch, is all the Disney Capcom ones. Right?
Yeah, I definitely like this franchise, and I think it was a fun one. And I will probably inevitably have to get the sequels, but not right away. like I said, it's the thrill of the hunt. Sometimes is just finding the games and experiencing them.
Yeah, I would love to find DuckTales 2 in the wild.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm ever going to have the amount of money in my pocket that I need to have in the wild to play it, but
All right.
so
Well,
yeah,
DuckTales.
that's DuckTales. You saw all the levels that we can start with, and like I said, it's a pretty fun game. I think it's worth checking out. It's worth spending the money for. But there's definitely some learning curves to it. So overall, I'm rating this on the hard scale, probably around a 5 or a 6.
Yeah, it's definitely hard. And as you see, there's easy, normal, and difficult.
We're only playing on easy.
So if you're feeling advantageous, you can play it on a more difficult setting, but as your own. But this has been Retro Takeout. If you like our stuff, please like, comment, subscribe. We're on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube.
All right, guys. Well, we will catch you next time.
Playing games poorly.
Excelsior.